On this episode of Trying Something New, we got 24 hours in New York City. Let's see what we can get into. Holy moly, we haven't been to New York in a while. It is $16 to cross the George Washington Bridge. All right, there we go.
Thank you.
Thanks. When I was little, I absolutely hated going over bridges because I was afraid they were going to break. And then I'd fall in the water and Jaws was gonna eat me.
Guys, look how big this bridge is.
So, holy moly. Okay, the potholes on this bridge you can like lay down in.
Something about New York City, guys. The energy, the smells.
Oh, the smells.
The smells, oh my God.
I don't like the smells.
I'm eating a Big Apple and the Big Apple.
It's so weird being back in New York. I was born and raised in New York City, in Queens actually. I lived down in Manhattan before I moved to Las Vegas. I never thought I would move out of New York when I was younger. I was like, I'm a New York girl, I'm a city girl. And then once I got a taste of like kind of an easy life, I go, oh, screw New York and screw the craziness. And then the more I got into island life, I go, oh, I can never again in my life live back in the city. So being back in New York right now and on all the buildings and the potholes and the traffic and all that kind of stuff, I'm like, ugh. It's good for a minute. It's good to come back, reminisce, show the kids around, but then I want to be out. I want to get back to the keys.
Yeah, it's yellow with blue words on it.
All right.
This is the street of our hotel, Hendricks Hotel. It looks really cute. All right, we just got out of the elevator and here it is, 306. Open it up.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wait, I need to hang my seat.
What do you guys think? Oh, it's zebra. Woo, fancy.
All right, of course, when you're in New York City, you got to stop by one of these little food trucks here and get some hot dogs and French fries. And we're looking for some soft pretzels. Got some donuts. So we're here. We're going down to Times Square.
We're gonna recreate the classic elf scene.
Come on out, guys. Come on out.
Hurry.
Times Square, here we come. What do you see, Ryder?
Oh, yeah.
Up there? We got dinner reservations in about 30 minutes and the kids are dying to get in a taxi, so we're gonna check it out here and see if we can get one.
When the light's on, do they have somebody or they don't have somebody? I couldn't remember.
Where do you see the light on?
You see the top?
I think Sandy's inner New York is coming back out. She's amped up her levels a couple notches here.
Can I go through there?
Wait up!
She's moving so fast, she's like a mile ahead.
What do you feel, Sky? What do you feel?
How are you?
All right.
Okay, we're going to Patsy's on 60th and 3rd Avenue.
All right, guys, we've officially made it into our first taxi. How does everybody feel?
Good.
Awesome.
Is it everything you thought it would be?
It's a car. It's a beautiful
It's our first Trying Something New family taxi experience in New York City.
It's so much better than walking. All right, so guys.
It was fun getting smushed.
All right, we are here. Patsy's is right there. We're having a top secret dinner with Tom and Billy. And we're gonna meet them in person finally. It's been months of chatting, and we're
You
excited
can't know
to
anything else.
finally meet them. Ah, they're here!
Oh, these good looking guys.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right, so we got a meeting here with these wonderful gentlemen, and we'll see what happens. All right, we just wrapped up a great dinner here at Patsy's. We can't wait to share some of the great news that we got out of this place a little bit more in the future, but you got to stay tuned to see what happens.
Yes. How we doing, guys? It's big. Okay, we are here at Times Square now at nighttime, which is really the best time to be here because the lights are illuminating. It's beautiful. The craziness is happening. Sometimes there's no words for what comes out at Times Square at night. The next morning, we took the kids for a drive around the city.
Where?
That's the Flatiron Building, and we are now in Chelsea. We checked out my old stomping grounds. We went through the Village and Soho, where I used to live. And my neighbors across the street were Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew Broderick. My favorite thing about this area was all the sidewalk cafes, and you literally just walk everywhere. Next up, we head to Chinatown. The kids were blown away by all the ducks hanging in the window and the tons of souvenir shops. And next, we're headed to Little Italy. Oh, I need to get a cannoli while we are here. The driving has gotten even more crazy because the sides of the street are completely occupied now by all of these little restaurant sidewalk cafe stuff, but it's not, it's like street side cafe. So yeah, but this area, we gotta walk around here, so we need to find a parking spot.
All right, so after driving around for about an hour and a half, we finally found a place to park. Had to drop everybody off. They ordered some food, and now I am headed down to meet up and rendezvous and get some food in us because we are starving.
It's a French restaurant.
What'd you get?
A blackberry lemonade splinter.
About the fancy drinks. There are tons and tons of amazing restaurants in New York City, but at 2 in the afternoon, our kids want pancakes and waffles, so this is where we ended up.
And now we're back to 0. You feeling better now?
Smashed toast.
We're back to 0, but now we need to get to 2.
Okay. Sugar, we need sugar then.
Little Italy has a special place in my heart because I'm 50% Italian and my nanny's family all grew up right on Mulberry Street.
And trying to find Jessica, there's Jennifer. And there's Jim. Look.
I'm afraid no journey would be complete to New York City without going to a souvenir shop.
And get an ice cream.
And getting some ice
And
cream,
touch
huh?
everything.
All right, of course we're in your Little Italy. You gotta get the shot with the Little Italy sign in the background.
Okay, let's change position.
It's somewhere over there, I don't know if you can see it.
Do your hands up high so I can see your face. Okay.
And when you're in Little Italy, the second thing you gotta do is get some gelato.
Hi, fancy being you here.
Yeah. Can I get
What'd you get?
pistachio?
All right, so I wanted some coffee and I wanted some gelato, so I got gelato, coffee, gelato,
And I
coffee.
wanted pistachio, and I wanted ice cream, so I got pistachio ice cream.
And how is it?
Amazing.
It's really good.
I would have to say it's pretty good. This
That's
is way
really-
better than I thought it was gonna be, so
It's really,
hopefully it's
really
got caffeine in it.
coffee EE. Oh man, I was hoping this was the Ghostbuster firehouse. I don't think it is because it was on the corner, but I think we might have to go hunt for it. 1, 2, rider.
Feeling in my bones, I can feel it in my veins.
Creepy.
Hands in the sky, I can feel the winds of change. You live and you
So Ryder is an ice cream snob, and the gelato just wasn't for him. So we went on a 15-minute walk to find some soft serve, but all they had was ube and black sesame.
They have ube.
So Ryder is a very picky ice cream connoisseur. We've gone to 2 places now and no ice cream is up to his standards.
But I want to see if this pizza place has Italian ices, because that's what I want. I want me some Italian ice.
Make that
I
3.
think we should get a picture of mine.
heart feel as much as I know it should. I wanna get
That guy didn't even know I held the ladder for him when he got down. That is some sketchy stuff. I don't think I'd be doing that. You got ice cream?
want you to make my
Did you get ice cream?
feel as much as I
Shot number 4.
The kids want a bike so bad to ride around the city, but this isn't like Bali where we can just cruise around dirt roads and not get ran over and killed. So I think we're gonna skip the bikes today, guys.
Let's see what's down there. There's a ball.
things turn around.
Imagine you live in the middle building and you just
I'm done with the bad. Need a little
All right, New York City is always a blast. It's always exhausting. There's always a lot to see and do. And we always leave thinking we didn't do enough. But we had 24 hours in New York City. That's what we were able to do.
Yes.
We definitely got out here and tried something new.
try something new.
If you come to New York, I want you to know something. Having a car is a detriment to your happiness because there's seriously nowhere to park. Pretty much the parking on the street is gone. It's like there's 2% parking on the street. So you have to park in the parking lots. And so I think since there's no parking available on the streets anymore, these lots are now completely full. But between the people that work in the city and the people that are visiting, we went to how many?
5.
5 to 8 different parking lots. Every single one was full capacity.
And how much did we pay in 24 hours for parking?
So we spent $100,
Yeah.
$100 so far in New York City for parking. So something to know. That's why when I lived in New York, no one owned a car that I knew because it was a pain in the butt to have a car. So something to know that when you come here, you might want to park somewhere and then just take the train or taxis around because it's a way easier, more productive, less stressful way to get around New York City, and you'll have more fun.
What do you got, Sky?
All right, I was never a big fan of going through this tunnel when I was a kid, and I'm still not a fan at all. Oh my God. I feel so much better. Oh, welcome to Jersey City. Let's see. All right, off to the next adventure. Let's go.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to YouTube. It's hard with my 2 front teeth.